When the light of wisdom is very bright, at that time, if he did some 4 elements meditation, he can easily see small subatomic particles called kalabas. And then again he can analyze those kalabas very clearly. Some meditators, if their light of wisdom is not so strong enough, they cannot see clearly ultimate materialities within a kalapa. So because of this reason, it is advisable to continue to practice Kasina jhanas also. There are also 4 protective meditation subjects. Number 1, Metta, loving kindness. Number 2, Asubha, formless meditation. Number 3, Buddha Nusri, recollection of Buddha's quality. Number 1, Marana Nusri, recollection of his own death. Number 2, Asubha, formless meditation. Number 3, Buddha Nusri, recollection of Buddha's quality. And number 4, Metta, Kamathana, loving kindness meditation. So these are also necessary to practice because Buddha teach them to protect a meditator. They are called protective meditations. After practicing Kasina jhanas up to 4th jhana, if they continue to practice these 4 protective meditations, within 2 or 3 days they can finish this course. So it is very easy for them after Kasina practice. After practicing Metta, if they want to continue to practice 4 sublime avoidance together with Metta, it is very good. 4 sublime avoidance are: number 1, Metta, loving kindness meditation. Number 2, compassion, karuna meditation. Number 3, sympathetic joy, mudita meditation. Then number 4, upekha, equanimity meditation. Metta meditation, loving kindness meditation, compassion meditation, and sympathetic joy meditation can lead up to that jhana only. Based on these different types of that jhana, these 3 types of that jhana, if he continue equanimity meditation, he can attain up to 4th jhana stage. For the welfare of human beings or all beings, these 4 sublime avoidance are very important. If everybody, every human being practice these 4 sublime avoidance meditations up to 4th jhana stage, the world will be peaceful. If you already attained these different types of jhanas, your mind is purified from hindrances. Because of this reason, this concentration, jhana concentration, is also called purification of mind. Chitta Visuddhi. 8 attainments together with excess concentration are called Chitta Visuddhi, purification of mind. After purification of virtue and purification of mind, you can continue to practice Vipassana. In the beginning stage of Vipassana, you must try to defy mentality and materiality. Nama Rupa Vavotana or Nama Rupa Paricheda. If you can define mentality and materiality, then your view, deity becomes pure. So this is called purification of virtue and purification of view. But for understanding of mentality and materiality, how you should try? If you want to begin with Rupa Kammatthana material meditation, then you must practice 4 elements meditation. What is the reason? Tata Bhagava Rupa Kammatthana Gatendo Sankhepa Manasikara Vasenawa Vaitara Manasikara Vasenawa Chatudhatu Vavotana Gateti. When expounding Rupa Kammatthana material meditation, usually Buddha teaches 2 ways: 4 elements meditation in brief way and 4 elements meditation in a wider way. So if you want to understand ultimate materiality, then you must practice 4 elements meditation systematically. Our body is composed of subatomic particles called kalabas. To see these kalabas, you should have enough concentration. Based on concentration, if you practice 4 elements meditation systematically, then when your concentration is enough, then you can see these small subatomic particles called kalabas. Again, you must analyze those kalabas, then you can understand the ultimate materiality. After discerning materiality, you can continue to discern ultimate mentality. Discerning materiality and mentality together is called defining materiality, mentality, knowledge, Nama Rupa Paricheda Jnana. After defining mentality and materiality, then you can continue to discern their cause. Apprehending of cause and condition is called Pitya Parikha Jnana. These 2 types of jnanas are called Jnana Prajna. The Pramatha Dhammas or the Sankharas or formations, which are the object of Vipassana. Insight. While discerning ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality and their causes, again you must also try to discern by the way of characteristic, function, manifestation and proximate cause of those formations. After discerning ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality and their causes by the way of characteristic, function, manifestation and proximate cause, then you can continue to practice Vipassana. This is the beginning stage of Vipassana. Vipassana is number 3, Sammasana Jnana. Sammasana Jnana means ultimate materiality, ultimate mentality and their causes are called formations, sankhara. Ultimate materiality and ultimate mentality are the noble truth of suffering, dukkha sacca dhammas. Their causes are the noble truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya sacca dhammas. These 2 types of dhammas are called formations, sankhara. These sankharas are the object of Vipassana. As soon as they arise, they pass away very, very quickly, so they are a nature impermanent. They are always oppressed by rising and passing away, so they are dukkha, suffering. There is no permanent entity, permanent substance in them, so they are anatta, no self. If you contemplate these formations as a nature, impermanent, dukkha, suffering, and anatta, no self, such type of contemplation is called samasana jnana. In this jnana, samasana jnana stage, when contemplating these formations as anicca, dukkha, anatta, you must try both internally and externally. Again, you must also practice past 5 aggregates, present 5 aggregates, future 5 aggregates as far as you can, both internally and externally, as anicca, dukkha, and anatta alternately. When contemplating in this way, if you can discern rising and passing away in every mind moment or every material moment, then we can say you understand the rising and passing away moment by moment. At that day, you had already attained Uddiyabhaya Jnana stage, the knowledge of rise and fall. If you can clearly understand the rise and fall moment by moment, then you should not pay attention to the rising stage. You should emphasize only perishing stage of those formations. If you can see just perishing stage of those formations, such type of knowledge is called Bhinga Jnana, the knowledge of perishing only. You must continue in the same way to see the perishing stage of these formations, and then you must contemplate them as anicca, impermanent, suffering, dukkha, and non-self, anatta. If you continue systematically stage by stage, then above vipassana insight knowledges will appear one by one very quickly. They are Bhaya Jnana, the knowledge of Tara, Adinova Jnana, the knowledge of their port, Nibbida Jnana, the knowledge of disenchantment, Mujjiddukamyata Jnana, the knowledge of desire to escape from these formations. Patisankha Sankharupaka Jnana, the knowledge of equanimity towards formations. Anuloma Jnana, the knowledge of divisibility. Kudrubu Jnana, the knowledge of escaping, the knowledge of escaping the lineage of worldling beings. And then another is Magga Jnana, path knowledge, Phala Jnana, fruition knowledge, and then Vichavakana Jnana, reflecting knowledge. These different types of knowledge depending on you, the maturing of your vipassana insight. Stage by stage they will arise. For some meditators, within one sitting also this knowledge will arise. For some meditators, it will take long time. Among these different stages of vipassana knowledge, Kudrabu Jnana, change of lineage Jnana, sees Nibbana first. That Kudrabu Jnana is the last stage of Puthujjana, worldling being. It sees, it realizes Nibbana, but it cannot destroy the defilements. So this becomes only between Vipassana insight and Subramanian path knowledge. Megha Jnana path knowledge as well as Phala Jnana, fruition knowledge, these two types of knowledges realize Nibbana. But path knowledge destroys the defilements completely without remainder. Vipassana, different types of Vipassana insights can remove the defilements temporarily only. Temporary means while they are practicing Vipassana at that time, there may be no defilements. But if they do not practice Vipassana, defilements may occur again. But path and fruition knowledge destroys the defilements completely without remainder, stage by stage. If they already attain up to Arhat stage, there will be no defilements. So for realization of Nibbana, this is the most important thing. If you realize Nibbana, then if you begin Sotapanna stream, Indara or stream winner, then your path knowledge will destroy Sakaya Deity, identity pure, completely without remainder. And then it is not necessary to be afraid of, to be reborn in 4 woeful states after death. Buddha many times urges his disciples not to extinguish the fire burning on your head. Please try to extinguish the identity pure, because this is firewood. After death, you can reborn in one of 4 woeful states anytime. Because of this reason, for a Buddhist to destroy the identity view is most important thing. So therefore Buddha says, Jaheya Sabha Sanyoga. Please relinquish all bonds, all fetters. Kriya Saranadano. Please do your refuge by yourself. Chiriya Didasi Sowa Patya Ichudam Bada. If you want to realize deathless state Nibbana, you must try diligently, like a man whose turban is burning. So please try to practice Samatha and Vipassana systematically for realization of Nibbana. So after purification of Bhaju, you must practice concentration if you want to realize Nibbana. So tonight I want to introduce you Anapana meditation for beginners. If you want to practice 4 elements meditation, then you can discuss with your interview teacher. I will introduce only Anapana this night. If you want to practice Anapana, you should try to practice according to Buddha's instruction. It is safe. It is better. How you should practice? Buddha teaches in Mahasatipatthana Sutta there are 4 stages. Number 1, long breath. Number 2, short breath. Number 3, the whole breath body. Number 4, calming down the breath body or complete cessation of the breath body. This is especially referring to the up to 4th jhana stage. Number 4 is up to 4th jhana stage. So you should begin long breath, short breath, and the whole breath body. How you should try? Please breathe normally. Please upright your body. Please focus on your nostril or upper lip. Anywhere you can pay attention to the breath object. If you choose the upper lip, then you should focus the breath on that